Is it time to buy or sell CERO Therapeutics Holdings stock? In this video, we will delve into the specifics of CERO Therapeutics Holdings. Our initial report was published on our website on Tuesday, the 17th of June, 2025, and we are here to provide you with an even more comprehensive analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay informed about our latest analysis. You won't want to miss any vital updates that could impact your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our recently launched AI stock analysis tool, powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Harness the power of AI and receive free price predictions and in-depth analysis for any one among 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please keep in mind that this video is intended for informational purposes only and should not be taken as financial advice. Since the 16th of June, 2025, our system has categorized CERO Therapeutics Holdings as a hold accumulate, assigning it a score of 0. Now, let's examine how the stock has performed during this time frame. During this period, the stock has exceeded our expectations, achieving a remarkable gain of 188.73% since we first recommended purchasing CERO Therapeutics Holdings 2 days ago. This translates to an average return of 94.37% per day since it was classified as hold accumulate. A score of 0 indicates that our system predicts high volatility and risk for the upcoming trading day. Given the recent developments, we cannot ascertain the stock's next direction, as it may move in either direction. The current 3-month trend suggests a potential change of approximately 14% over the next 3 months, with a possible return ranging from -97% to 14%. Looking at the longer term, our 12-month analysis indicates a projected change of nearly 69%. Based on our calculations, the stock's performance could fluctuate between -97% and -62% over the next year. In current terms, this would place the future price somewhere between 68 cents and $7.59. Our latest daily update for CERO Therapeutics Holdings includes the headline, High Volatility in CERO Therapeutics Holdings Incorporated stock price on Tuesday, which ended trading at $19.83. The CERO Therapeutics Holdings Incorporated stock price gained 188.73% on the last trading day, Tuesday, the 17th of June, 2025, rising from $6.87 to $19.83. During this trading day, the stock fluctuated 160.77%, with a low of $10.35 and a high of $26.99. The price has been volatile during this period, reflecting a 4,128.14% gain over the last 2 weeks. Volume increased on the last day alongside the price, presenting a positive technical indicator, with 57 million more shares traded compared to the previous day. In total, 57 million shares were exchanged for approximately $1,130 million. Over the past 52 weeks, the highest price of the stock was $26.99, and the lowest price was 3 cents. Currently, the price stands 26.53%, or $7.16, below the 52-week high of $26.99, which is also the all-time high for the stock. CERO Therapeutics Holdings Inc. has made significant advancements recently, marking a potentially transformative period for the company and its investors. As of June 17, 2025, the U.S. FDA has granted orphan drug designation to CER1236, an innovative treatment for acute myeloid leukemia. This designation can facilitate faster development and approval processes, bolstering investor confidence and enhancing the stock's appeal in the short term. On June 11th, CERO executed a 1-for-20 reverse stock split, a strategic move aimed at increasing the stock price to meet listing requirements. Such actions might create initial volatility, but can contribute to a more stable share price in the long run. Moreover, the company recently announced that it has successfully entered additional financing agreements, which can provide necessary capital for ongoing clinical trials, further shaping its growth trajectory. Further strengthening its position, CERO has reported the dosing of its first patient in a Phase 1 clinical trial, with further data expected in the near future. Coupled with the recent enhancement of its intellectual property portfolio, this progression underscores the company's dedication to advancing its therapies and can increase its attractiveness to both institutional and retail investors. These catalysts combined suggest a potential uplift in stock performance as CERO navigates through its clinical development phases and capital management strategies. As the market reacts to these developments, the short-term impacts could drive price movements, while long-term sustainability will hinge on successful trial outcomes and the eventual commercialization of CER1236. Analysts have assigned CERO Therapeutics Holdings a general sell rating. They classify the price-to-earnings ratio as strong sell and the price-to-book ratio as strong sell as well. Regarding return on investment, analysts have rated the stock as strong sell. The following signals have been identified for CERO Therapeutics Holdings. The stock of CERO Therapeutics Holdings Inc. shows buy signals from both short and long-term moving averages, indicating a positive outlook for the stock. Additionally, there is a general buy signal based on the relationship between these two indicators, where the short-term average is above the long-term average. During any downward corrections, support is expected at levels of $5.08 and $1.50. A drop below either of these levels will trigger sell signals. A buy signal was generated from a pivot bottom point on Tuesday, June 10, 2025, and since then, the stock has increased by 5,295.92%. Further increases are anticipated until a new top pivot is established. Moreover, a buy signal is also present from the 3-month Moving Average Convergence Divergence, or MACD. The volume is rising alongside the price, which is considered a positive technical indicator. Here are some other signals you might find interesting. Moving Average Convergence Divergence, buy signal. Pivots, buy signal 6 days ago. Bollinger, buy signal 341 days ago. Short-term moving average, buy signal 4 days ago. Long-term moving average, buy signal 4 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages, buy signal 4 days ago. If we look at the 12-month chart, we see short moving average, buy signal 4 days ago. The long-term moving average, buy signal 4 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages, buy signal 2 days ago. Remember to visit our page at StockInvest.us if you want to find more signals. Let's discuss the support, risk, and stop loss for CERO Therapeutics Holdings. Currently, there is no support from accumulated volume below today's level. If conditions are unfavorable, the stock may experience significant declines in the coming days. This stock exhibits considerable daily movement or volatility, and with an extensive prediction interval from the Bollinger Band, it is regarded as very high risk. Over the last day, the stock fluctuated by $16.64 between its highest and lowest points, translating to a change of 160.77%. For the past week, the average daily volatility has been 41.73%. Before we dive into the possible favorable trading levels for CERO Therapeutics Holdings, let's quickly cover some essential fundamental data. First, we have the price-to-earnings ratio, commonly known as the PE ratio. This important metric assesses a company's current share price in relation to its earnings per share. A negative PE ratio indicates that the company is facing negative earnings or is operating at a loss. Even well-established companies can encounter downturns, often due to factors that are beyond their control. However, consistently negative PE ratios may suggest a lack of profitability and potential risks of bankruptcy. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for CERO Therapeutics Holdings. There is no significant resistance from accumulated volume above, which means the stock could move upwards swiftly under the right conditions. In this scenario, you may want to enter a position and use volume as a guide for when to exit. Conversely, there is no significant support from accumulated volume below, indicating that the stock could potentially drop sharply under certain circumstances. Proceed with caution and consider placing trades only if you are an experienced trader familiar with navigating such situations. The combined average rating for CERO Therapeutics Holdings from multiple analyst sources is to sell. Now, let's examine some recent insider trades. On the 30th of May, 2025, Kathleen Laporte conducted an insider purchase of 9,326 shares of stock option, which grants the right to buy. On the 30th of May, 2025, Michael Burns also conducted an insider purchase of 9,326 shares of stock option. On the 30th of May, 2025, Lindsay Rolfe conducted an insider purchase of 9,326 shares of stock option. On the 30th of May, 2025, Shami Patel conducted an insider purchase of 11,693 shares of stock option. On the 30th of May, 2025, Christopher B. Ehrlich conducted an insider purchase of 61,843 shares of stock option. Based on the 100 most recent insider trades, we have calculated the insider power to be positive with a ratio of 23.220. Overall, insiders purchased a total of 37,588,252 shares and sold 26,599,020 shares in the last 100 trades. Our recommended stop loss is set at $19.22, which reflects a decline of 3.06%. This stock experiences very high daily movements, resulting in significant risk. The 14-day relative strength index stands at 97, which substantially increases this risk. Additionally, there is a buy signal indicated by a pivot bottom identified 5 days ago. Is CERo Therapeutics Holdings stock a good buy? CERO Therapeutics Holdings Inc. shows several positive signals. However, we do not find these sufficient to classify it as a buy candidate. At this time, it should be considered as a hold candidate, meaning to hold or accumulate shares while we await further developments. Due to minor weaknesses in the technical analysis, we have revised our conclusion for this stock from a buy to a hold or accumulate recommendation since the last evaluation. After examining the volatility and movements from the previous trading day, our systems indicate that the current price is overvalued. For trading on Wednesday, the 18th of June, we anticipate that CERO Therapeutics Holdings will open lower by approximately 77 cents, starting at $19.06. We remind you that trading involves a high risk of losing money, and that you should speak with a financial advisor before buying or selling any securities. You should not base your investment decisions on StockInvest.us. By using this information, you agree to take responsibility for your own investment choices. This is our current view of the stock. Do you agree or disagree? We invite you to comment below and share your thoughts. What is your target for the stock? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a wonderful day. With best wishes from all of us here at StockInvest.